never slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no...
Scott, if anybody's got a little bit up their sleeve, this is the time to show it.
Time for a swig of water. Partners for the European Talent Cup, now in the Junior GP Moto3 series. Goes all the way back. Fernandez falls way back down the order to 12th place, unfortunately, in the final corner. Must have run to lubricate the throat for what's set to be a grandstand finish again in Rookies Cup to start. To Guillaume Plante, who's back again for a third season. Wide there. But yes, Mitani, Japan, this is probably the most exciting ride off with the year, Peter.
Come on, stick your neck out, have a swig of water, and then tell me who's going to win this one.
Do you know what? Paul Ramsdorff, who started third, finds himself in 11th.
Yeah.
To come out of the Asia Talent Cup for you lot since one a certain Tayo Furusato. But it's going to be Hakim Danish.
It's going to be Veda. Veda's going to do it. And then that's no, it's not a bad place to be in normal circumstances, but when you started on, and then he was another one of those who made a mess of qualifying, and that is why he started on the
Paul Bryan. Well, Bryan nearly proved us right. It could well be Danish. What did you do, Peter? That was your
front row of the grid. You really hope for more, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely. They are not working together.
8th row of the grid. He was much quicker in the free practice sessions.
Well then, Peter, we have Spain.
Cursed him.
You need to apologise to him later.
I do. But actually, I think really it's Bryan.
And hunting them down, unfortunately. It's now 3.8. The gap is Morelli. Speed leading Malaysia, leading Indonesia. Veda Pratama is well and true.
You might have to apologise, because wasn't it Bryan getting it all loose that put him offline anyway?
But Peter, that's pretty well. Way style slides it into turn 6 there to try and take back the 4th position. On the case, isn't he?
Yeah,
chasing down the leading duo.
And he's going to pick up a double.
For Pratama.
Well, he came from that far back on the first lap, didn't he? But it's a different...
From Carter Thompson, he does. No plan B. Absolutely no.
Slipstream in a minute, isn't he? As he already is, he'll get sucked into those three. He was super tail now. On to the last lap then it is. And it is Hakim Danish that leads.
But then there's Benyat Fernandez coming up the inside now.
Yeah, and they're, as I say, they're all lapping a second late on the brakes of the first lap. I wonder if he's going to do the same thing again. Can he go from third to second to first? With Brian Iriarte on his tail, and they are, how far are they ahead of their... than they did in practice as well. Morelli was a second faster than that in qualifying.
We have not seen an Indonesian rider battling in front of Rookies Cup like this and being this sort of exciting.
Over a second ahead of Veda Pratama. It's 2 seconds really off the lead, and that...
There is your third position on the grid rider, Ramsdorff then. Since Mario Aggi was Super Mario, and that little pint-sized rocket he was several years ago now, but...
It's going to be a tough thing to swallow.
And I tell you what, this will be the biggest victory of Hakim Danish's career, and that is the biggest, very easily identifiable bright red helmet, Austrian flag colours. Thank you, Ramsdorff. Pratama, he's all over the back now of Hakim Danish. This is really great to commentator's curse of your career, Peter.
Yeah, that's right.
How about that?
Did for him, didn't I? Okay.
For making our lives a lot easier. Same goes for the likes of Christian Dassi.
Absolutely superb stuff. Now, he didn't fly past them on the brakes. He wasn't quite close enough on that lap. Hakim looking superb at the moment, but Bryan is not going to let this one go.
Daniel Jr. as well. He's currently in 9th spot. He's got the big stars and stripes all over his...
but he's going to be close now on the run in down to the final tight left-hander to leave this one lying down. No. He's going to go after Hakim. He's going to get in the slipstream through the fast right.
American red, white and blue as well, as you can see.
But it is no plan B. Marco Morelli last year end lap 3. These guys are super quick pace. Handers onto the back straight, and it's going to be an outbreak. And well, does he want to lead down to the last course? Winner here that leads that group. Let's see if he can break away from them. I don't think there's really any.
Would like to make a correction of myself as we see Veda Pratama going up the inside. Then he's, well, that's not normally a play
or not.
I don't know, but Brian's not exactly thinking, look, I'm not doing airtime on my Rookies Cup bike.
Realistic hope of them putting any kind of a dent in the leading trio, though.
Easy to overtake, is it? Goodness me.
No, Oh!
Sorry, Peter, I was going to correct myself. We said that Singapong went down in the Oak and not winning this race, for goodness sake. So here he comes, down the back straight. Dinesh breaks as late as he possibly. Some recovery for Singapong, who's actually off the back of this group we're seeing now. He's in 14th opening crash. It wasn't him, it was actually Lucas Brown, so our live timing was entirely wrong. Not Lee Can, getting all squirrely into turn 6, but that's not the overtaking move there. Brian is building up position coming across the line, leading the likes of Ramadipa to Costa. Agostinelli, sure what happened there, but Singapong unfortunately started 6th, down in 21st.
Yeah, so maybe
Up now for a run to that final corner, and then he's going to try and pick his pocket.
he has another possibility.
Vietnamese rider, and also Monignane unfortunately falling back in this race. I wanted to give a
He was involved in that
maybe
anyway.
he was the rider that went wide or something over the gravel.
Right, so Veda up, though, doesn't he? Coming out of this left-hander and into the right. That's an overtaking possibility.
Shout out to Monignane because he qualified 10th position, which is a cracking step up.
The inside, no, on the Riati. No, he can't do it, but he's got past Hakim down. But of course, you set it up for a change when it comes down to the last corner. Is he going to go inside him?
That he's made, and he's looking really fit coming into this year as well. You can see how much training he's been doing.
It's the pole man, and Veda now sitting in a very threatening looking second place behind Brock.
No, he's not. He's sitting there. He's waiting. Here it is then. Grandstand finish. Here we in the winter period. Great stuff.
And KJ, you know, he's going to be learning an awful lot from this battle. It's a high Riate. And of course, Pratama set the fastest lap of the race so far in taking.
Go! Ladies and gentlemen, we're on to the back run. These fast right-handers. Dinesh.
A quality battle. A lot of great riders around him. You know, last year's winner, not least of which, of course, in that second position.
This is pretty fascinating, Peter. I mean, we're not seeing anything like this in Rookies Cup with a tree versus Uriarte to kick us off in Rookies Cup round 1. Who's it gonna be?
I think has the number 95, and he'll pick up a lot from this. A really good step forward, as you say, man.
Leo breaking away at the start of the race for quite some time, I would say. I'm surprised to see
Hakim's going to outbrake himself and run wide, and Brian will get underneath him and exit out of the last corner.
Carter Thompson's also been doing plenty of racing elsewhere in the World Supersport 300 category. Pugliese Morelli not further up, to be honest with you, but I've got to give a shout out to Carter Thompson. He's This is it! This is it! Brian, round the outside!
Oh my goodness!
Wow, what a move! Got a win there towards the end last season and podiums, and he's really been leading the chasers from the leading duo now. The number 50, well on the case. Move that is! It's the run to the line, Peter. Lead us through!
Surely he's going to win it. I think Brian Uriarte.
I believe he's back there this year, although my World Superbike knowledge at the moment's been a little bit 4th place now.
Yeah, he did a 1:49.5, half a second slower than Uriarte. Has this Hakim, can't get out of the slipstream, and in front of him, it's going to be the Spaniard.